Sanatanis, fellow Indians, I have not come to praise the glory of Sanatana Dharma or the invaluable wisdom of Bhagavad Gita, but I have come to relate with you the relevance, the importance, the efficacy of such ancient wisdom to shape our future. That's what I'm going to spend some time. First of all, I would like to know, very often I have observed 90% of majority of our countrymen, that's why I started with that, and especially the youngsters, I have observed, because I worked in the HR for 35 years. And my first job was starting from the campus, Taj Group of Hotels, Taj Bombay, and then in between with Citibank, and then last I retired by choice from Bombay Stock Exchange as the group head HR. So don't think that I am a Purohit or a Pravachan Karta like a Chaganti or a Maganti or a Koganti. So I have the overall experience and I can relate with the youngsters. I've recruited people like you, I've sent them abroad, shaped their futures. But more importantly, I'm here today to talk about how important is the ancient wisdom in shaping the future. The moment we say ancient wisdom, we think that that is something related to some Vedas, some Puranas, some ethics, some principles, some philosophy, which is a post-retirement, pastime. It's not. Everybody thinks, all these philosophies, aram se we will do something. We think about several things and we keep postponing several things. By the time it will be too late and the time is up and we die without accomplishing several things. Anything you take, it will be like that. And for that we need to know what are we, what is our purpose of our being. Why are we here? It's very difficult to get the human birth. Jantunam nara janma durlabham. That's what he said. Adi Shankara. It's very difficult to get the human birth after several janmas, because the essential aspect of our Sanatana Dharma. Let me tell you, the moment we say Sanatana Dharma, it's not about religion, because I am not here to talk about the glory of the religion with religious raptures or evangelistic overtures. Dharma is natural order. It's not religion. In fact, if you ask me, even what you know as in Hindustan, what you know as Hinduism is also not a religion. I'm making a very bold and a controversial statement. But since time is not enough, we will not focus on that, but I'll just touch upon some of the important concepts and also certain good habits. Why have I made a conscious choice in life? Even though I have a very bright and high-paying career, I've taken choice and took voluntary retirement and then taken up this Indian knowledge studies, IKS or Bharatiya Jnana Parampara. It is important to talk about that. All of us agree about one thing, but we may not know. We may think that we know everything, especially the new generation. Now I'll ask you, what's your identity? What's your identity? If somebody asks you, who are you? What's your identity? What will you say? Quickly, student is one, yep. What's your identity? Somebody comes in and asks, okay, if they come and ask you in this college, you will say, I'm a student. Outside, you are not in this uniform. Some colorful dress and torn jeans or whatever that you may be wearing and then going fashionably. Then somebody asks, who are you? What's your identity? What do you say? The first thing, somebody outsider comes and asks you, what are you? What's your identity? Something. Your name. Name is first identity. Then, what are you? When you say, you may say that Indian, because I don't want to spend more time, because there are several people and I can't hear also when you are responding, if at all you are responding. You must respond. To yourself at least. That's what I'm here to ignite the young minds to respond, to be aware and respond to yourself before it's too late. Because once you will reach a stage, we no longer can respond. So by the time it's late, because you keep procrastinating and postponing. Anything, any idea, any action in life is like that. Now, about identity. What's your identity? You may say that I'm an Indian. All of you are Indians, or anybody who has got a doubt about your nationality? All of you are Indians? Yes. Okay, how are you Indians? You are born in India. Yeah, born in USA. There is a song, no, our generation, Bruce Springsteen. Born in India. Just by being born in India, you will become an Indian, is it? You have to live like an Indian. So you have to live like an Indian, you have to be a practicing Indian. Are we practicing Indians? Are we practicing Sanatanis? It is a fashion these days to say, it is a fashion not to say about your religion or anything. Secular means not non-religious. It is secular means it is equal to all religions. Many of us pseudo-seculars. Many of us have got some misnomers, misunderstanding, misconceptions. Already we have. How do we have? Because we had such kind of an education system. We had such kind of an orientation. We had such kind of a propaganda. That's what is shaping our environments, our neighbors, our fashions, and then our international trends are shaping ourselves. We are not shaping our future. So if you forget your past, you are deemed to repeat it. If you forget our history, we have got a rich history, culture, heritage. We have got values, principles, ethics, and code of conduct. Everything is different. Otherwise, there would not be many terms. Principles and values, there is difference. Ethics, it's right and wrong. Principles are thumb rules, they don't change. Values change, they're subjective. Okay, Indian. Because I don't want to get into the H word. So that's why I'm using the Indian word and the Sanatan word. Sanatan is not Hindutva. Sanatan means eternal, always existed. It will exist and it will continue to exist. Such is the richness of we are the oldest civilization. When people don't know how to wear clothes, people were wearing, kiritams, the thrones and then the crowns. And we were just selling here. By just selling that, Vijayanagara Samrajya, Vijayanagara Empire, there were, gems were sold on the roads, bazaars. Oh, such is our great culture. We are proud to be Indian. Mera Bharat Mahan. Aisa kuch bolne se, there is nothing going to happen. We'll have to feel that. So we need to be. Being is important. Identity is about being. So how do we make this? Because today we are living in a generation which is suffering from what do I call attention deficit syndrome. Everything is come into the palm. It's in the phone, WhatsApp, Instagram, everything is there. So anything which doesn't capture your attention, I know you and your younger generation also, and my generation also is like that, and my older generation also is like that, X, Y, Z generation and millennials. If it doesn't capture in 10 seconds, whether it is Amitabh Bachchan or Sunny Leone or Jaggi Vasudev or Shriram Darbha, everything you flip it, isn't it? 10-20 seconds, it should capture your attention. If such is so, if somebody comes and then delivers a lecture how good or important of moral values, ethics, and Sanatan Dharma, and Indianness, Bharatiyata, and our Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, Itihasas, Darshanas, Shastras, there is so much of humongous amount of Vangmaya, literature, is available in our country, more than anywhere on the planet of Earth. People talk about, somebody has invented this, somebody has discovered this. Much before that, people have done that. By thinking about that, and then, our great-grandfathers have drank ghee, and now come and then, smell our, mouths and all. It doesn't work like that. So what is that we are doing? And then how do we have to shape our future? Taking a cue and then lesson from the past, the glorious past that we have. So that's what, have you ever given thought about it? Now, I'll tell you. So that's what is about being and then becoming. So we have to be. So how do we be? So we have to practice everything what we preach. Preaching, tell you there are several preachers, but whom do you follow? You follow, who are your role models, if I ask? Okay, role models are people we take them from the past and then who have achieved something, no? That's what we keep them as our heroes. Not these zeros who are in the Bollywood and then the screen and all that. These fellow useless. It is good for entertainment. Go watch it 2-3 times. Pushpa 2, 3, 4, 5 also you watch. I have no issues. But it's for entertainment. For enlightenment, you need to watch yourself. You have to see within yourself. At some point of time, we have to be inward. And going back to the future, there was a movie. Back to the future. It's an oxymoron, isn't it? Back to the future, kya hota hai? It's forward, no future. So that's what is ancient wisdom to the modern management. That's where I thought I will focus. We have come up with I'm not here to promote my project. I'm not an organization. It's not an NGO. Indian Knowledge Studies Academy. You can go check it out. Iksha. Iksha means drishti and desire and then the vision. So it is time more than ever because of the restless, clueless youngsters who do not have the time or patience to follow. If somebody gives you a book about Ramayana and Mahabharata and then some code of ethics, Vidura, Bhartruhari, or some Vemana, or some Niti Shataka or something like that, you don't have time, nor energy, nor focus. Ye sab kya hai, like that. I'll tell you why it is relevant. Last week I was watching a Netflix series. How many of you watch Netflix movies? Oh, a lot of them, very good. So I watched, and I also. Adolescence. There was a mini series. There were only 4 episodes. There was a, should I call it movie or a series? Adolescence, name of it is. A 13-year-old boy, he kills a classmate of his in a college, in a school. A 13-year-old boy. She is not a lover or anything because 13-year-old, some aggression, some interpersonal problem, thoda ego problem ho jata hai, and then he goes and then 4-5 times. With a knife and kills, and there is an investigation, and then there are police involved, psychologists involved, psychiatrists involved, parents involved. What is the upbringing, parents' role, society's role, civilization, atmosphere, a lot of discussion happened, 4 episodes, and then world is talking about it now. 13-year-old. Why is it happening? And you must have observed in US, in schools and all, some shooting and all happens, And why is it people are so aggressive and then that kind of an aggressive behavior? And we are aping because we are told that personality is everything. We have to be passionate about everything. Do it with passion. I have also taught in my lectures and in training programs as a HR. But now coming to think about it, the wisdom has dawned upon. This country is not about passion, it's about dispassion. It's not about mindfulness, it is about mindlessness. People are taught these days Buddhistic ideas of mindfulness. You should be mindful. The mind is already full of several things. Why do you want to be more full? You need to get empty. That's what even the Bible also says. Empty thyself so that I can fill thee. If your glass is already, you think that you are full, then nothing which comes and new ideas will not come. Only thing when you empty yourself, there is a possibility for you to fill it up something or some new ideas can come and sit there. Ano bhadra krato yantu vishwata. That's what Rigveda says. Let noble thoughts come to us from every side. How do you come when you keep it open? If you are closed and then I know it all, that's all will happen, nothing will happen. So what we need to, and most of us are Telugu people here, and then you are not born, even I was not born, but there was a movie called Sudi Gundalu in Telugu, ANR, and Nagarjuna was 5 years old. He acted in that movie. So this same subject was dealt in 1960s of how upbringing one boy, again, he was killed there, one boy, by other boys in the school. So why this kind of a violent, deviant behavior is happening is because lack of moral education, lack of moral values. That's why we have come up with something called, there was a movie called 36 Chambers of Shaolin. So I have named it 36 Chambers of Sanatan. So comprehensively from Veda, Shruti, Purana, Itihasa, Darshanas, Ramanuja, Shankara, and there are some, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. There are 64 things we have named, and then it is not religion, because North Indians call it dharma as religion. Dharma is natural order. The planets are moving in its own natural order because they are following their dharma. We are not following our dharma, swadharma. Our duty is more important. That if you do your job, if you're an engineer, you do your job and good. Don't think that the doctor is earning more. While you are in the third year of engineering, you can't think of a doctor and an MBA. You do this first and then go there and then do that also. Skillful action is yoga. Yoga karmasu kaushalam. So that's what you need to do. Skill you have to have. Cash you must have. K is knowledge, A is attitude, S is skill, and then H is habits. That's why 36 chambers of Sanatana is about the concepts related to our ancient wisdom. And there is something called GPS tracker. That is a brilliant new idea which I have come up with, innovative idea. GPS tracker, you think that it is global positioning system. I call it good practices of Sanatan. GPS. Sanatan means the old. We have got 16 samskaras. So I've created new 16 samskaras. How many times have you gotten up before sunrise? Have you ever gone to a temple? Have you touched your parents' feet? Have you respected your teachers? Have you touched the feet of the... Why do people touch the feet? Because they stand for the dharma, then only you touch feet, not to remove or pull the rug. No, it's a respect. So that respect is only there in this country. And then why do we want to lose it? So like that there are several. How many times you have visited a temple or some other place? A festival have you? How many times you wore an Indian dress? How many times you have celebrated along with the community? So these are the habits, new set of habits. We are what we repeatedly do. We are what we repeatedly do, and excellence is never an accident. It's a habit. Aristotle said, not me. It's a habit. So we need to do. If you keep on doing it, if you keep on smoking, you're a smoker. You keep on driving, you're a driver. You're teaching, you're a teacher. You're managing, you're a manager. So that's what you get branded, and then brand. We'll say, that brand will come to you. So that you create for yourself the identity and the brand. It's in your hands. How do you want to do it? Yadyadacharati shreshtaha tattadevetaro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastad anuvartate. This may sound as Sanskrit, which is our oldest language. That's why consciously I'm using it. People, we call it in management benchmarking, standard. People who are excellent, and then those people who have achieved, if we follow them, then the success is bound to happen because they have already achieved. There is no need to reinvent the wheel. You just have to repeat what they have done, success formula. And that's possible, and that's available in our rich ancient wisdom and then culture. If we forget about that, we are deemed to repeat the same mistakes, and we deem to lose our identity, our essential identity as Indians or as humans. How are we different from other living beings? There are 84,000 species. We have got the intellectual capability. We can smile. Have you seen a dog or a pig smile? No. Keep smiling. Otherwise, we will be equal to them. So we can greet, meet, smile. So to start with that, these kind of things, and practicing these good practices which are not great. Our grandmothers and our mothers, our sisters, our uncles have told. And that's what I'm here to tell you, not as an uncle, not as uncool, but I'm telling you because to echo the unsaid. These are things which are unsaid yet because it's not fashionable to talk about old things. It's not fashionable to talk about Sanatan. It's not fashionable to talk about Indian things. These are unsaid things. But the time is come to echo. Not only just say, echo. Hello, 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 hello. Once you say 5 times, you should reverberate. That's what we need to do. That is possible only if we listen to it. What is available outside, with an open mind, listen to ourselves. Give yourself time, not with the phone, with your tone. So do that, and success is bound to happen. Already time is up, and I'm so happy that I could spend some time and probably Just my job is to not to motivate you because I've done that for 40 years as a HR guy, or failed to do it for 35 years. But my idea is to ignite the young minds and create some awareness. Ultimately, Uddared Atman Atmanu, nobody can come and then transform you. You have to transform yourself by yourself. And nobody can guarantee any success except you. You are the boss. So the choice is yours. Good luck. Thank you very much.